My number one problem at the casino, I will fully admit it. I'll go in for $500 into a machine. I'll win 3,000, and then I just push my bet up higher.
Yeah.
I go from making $25 spins, now I'm making $125 spins. And then it just goes away instantly.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, damn it.
I said, I'm going to go walk around a little bit more. I'm going to walk over to high limits. And
What a B-class celebrity thing to say. Man's just walking around glad-handing everyone. He's like
shaking hands, kissing babies. No.
Yeah. Oh, great, this show. Pedro, thanks for not patching the tire. You did a terrible job. Was that right? You said it was a crazy Spanish name.
Just like Pablo's.
Shout out to Pablo's. It's Poblanos, Mexican restaurant, Clearwater, Florida. Check them out. They took time to comment on our
Facebook.
our video.
Aren't they dropping some carryout in?
Yeah, they. We're gonna actually use them to do some catering. But oh, great, this show. Thanks for tuning in. We have a second returning guest today.
It's official.
The best. My absolute favorite slot channel on YouTube. Steve and Marina from Slots Are Us. Did I get
Slots
that?
Are Us.
Yeah.
Clearly your favorite.
Yeah. No, I was thinking there was numbers, and I was like, oh, no. I always want to say 007, but it's 077, right?
0711.
0711, sorry. What's that mean?
It's not O.
You're right.
Zero
7-11.
What's this? Whose birthday is 7/11?
Our anniversary.
That's adorable.
It's the only
Free
way he can
Slurpees.
remember it.
I love it.
Can you tell that he owns an IT company? He just
Yeah.
knows its default birthday.
Well, here's the thing. Just
Password.
so everybody knows,
Somebody's password.
Thomas.north at... Anytime I see someone's Gmail that's their first name dot last name and then the year, I'm like, all this personal identifiable information is driving me nuts. Tom, does that mean this episode will be sponsored by Computer Quest? So, Steve, Marina, thank you for coming back on.
Yes.
The
Thanks for
last
having
time
us.
you were here, we were in a tiny, cramped room. Our production wasn't as high. It's bumped up a little. Don't worry, Tom. I'm not going to say anything about Jesus.
No, I mean, it was like in backwoods banjos playing.
Yeah,
you know?
it was. Yeah, you'll get that. You'll get that. We upgraded a little bit. I hope you guys like the new studio.
This is amazing. Awesome.
We love it. We love it. Thanks for coming on. I have so many topics to cover with you guys. I'm sorry.
Thanks for returning.
Thank you, Tom.
I do have a question.
Lay it on us.
You
we never
said-
get questions.
No? Okay, well,
Oh,
I'm
she was
going
going to try to run the show.
God, please do. Can I
try. I'm going to.
Okay.
No, but you said you've had some B, C, and D level celebrities. So
I like to
what
think
are we,
so.
like a C plus or D minus?
No, I would put you guys. Here's the thing. In this area, Tampa Bay.
I was just gonna say, I think
You guys would be like a legit B list, and I don't mean that an insult.
No.
You guys are like Tampa Hard Rock famous. I mean, I know that. First off, I know that Steve is a little bit. He's very shy. He shouldn't be. He looks like he would kill a person if he could, right? He's like when you meet someone's
days.
He's like when you meet someone's granddad and you're like, that dude definitely killed people in the USSR.
Sorry,
like,
Dewey.
he is definitely. Steve is so like very humble about everything, but you guys are blowing up for a slot channel, and I want to discuss that because one, I'm going to give you guys a little inside information that you guys don't know yet. All right, I'm gonna do a little something exciting. I hope, or it just turns us into enemies. The other thing is, I have a theory about slot channels. All right, I'm gonna lay it on you guys. You have your huge channels, your Vegas Matt, your Bretsky, your Bluff, those guys, right? Those
Lady
all do
Luck,
a million,
all that stuff.
almost a million, if not a million subscribers.
Yeah, over.
All right, then you have so many channels that are just like a boring dude in front of a slot machine. Like, today I'll be playing top dollar, right? And he's got like 400 subscribers. He posts once every other week. He's never going to get there, right? Because it's boring. It's terrible. Then you've got really what I call like low players, like people that are doing like 88-cent spins and stuff. No one's going to watch that. Like and you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but I just think as a viewer, people are just going to tune out. They want to see Tom and I were actually just talking about this, that it almost seems like the evolution was everyone was doing like $5, $10 spins. Then they go to 25, then they go to 50. And now those big players, they're doing 5,000 spin. Like it's bonkers what they're doing.
Yeah.
But But you guys where are you at now subscriber count wise? 3,000?
4,100.
41. Jeez, I thought last time I looked, you guys were in the 3,000s. So, I mean, you guys are definitely on a good trajectory.
I think so.
Yeah, I would say so. And your videos are fun and it's great. I love when it's Steve like running up to you while you're playing something. Like
Those
He wants my money. He's afraid I'm going to steal it all.
I call those our stalker videos. Because we split. Anytime we can build a ticket over $1,000, that's always one of our strategies. You try to get out of there with money. So anytime I hear
What's that like, Mike?
my number one problem at the casino, I will fully admit it, is that I go in and then okay, perfect example. I'll go in for $500 into a machine. I'll win 3,000. And then I just push my bet up higher.
Yeah.
I go from making $25 spins, now I'm making $125 spins. And then it just goes away instantly.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, damn it.
and that's how.
I was going to say, we did that in the beginning. You know, it's like you're up and like, I can win more. But it's like you start thinking about it. Like, how dumb are you? You won this on a $5 bet. It was a good amount of winning. So why do you think you need to go to a $50 bet or a $75 bet,
it's a
right?
fair
That's
point.
when greed comes in.
Yeah.
And that's when you lose it all.
Yeah. No, you're 100%
She
right.
made that sound so thought out and rational. But the backstory to that and how we got to that point was the gambler's remorse ride home is what I used to call
God,
it.
I hate that.
When we just started
jerk the
really
wheel
going
off
a
the
lot.
side of a bridge,
You know,
yeah.
we'd be there, we'd be at the casino running around, we'd be smacking Dragon Links, and next thing you know, a couple great hits and got a few $1,000s. Then, like she said, we upped the bet, you know. Next thing you know, it's like bankroll's gone, wins are gone, riding home. Man, you know, we had 2 jackpots and we were up $4,000. What happened? Where'd it go? And that's where we come up with our ticket strategy. We're like, from now on, jackpot, any ticket over $1,000, we're going to pull it out, put it back. When our bankroll's gone, then we'll go.
So
And
we've done that.
That's made a
But
big
yeah,
difference.
I will hand a ticket to one of my friends and go,
Yeah.
please don't give this back to
Yeah.
me.
And we were
And it
doing
works.
that, and it works.
Yeah.
And now we just, on the car ride home, go on a Hard Rock bet to see if we can win back our money that we just lost at the
And
casino.
we've done that. We've done that a few times.
We've been there. We've been there.
One of my worst stories I'm sorry.
Nope,
No,
that
no,
was me. I was
sorry,
squeaking.
sorry.
I was going to say there are some exceptions every now and then. Sometimes, you know, you just want to play a little longer.
Yeah.
And again, we try in our YouTube stuff sometimes to remind people we're just gambling to have fun, and not to sound wrong about it, but what we tell our friends is we gamble to gamble.
Yeah.
We don't try to put our own money in, and that's another reason why we pull those tickets out and save them, because that's our bankroll to start on the next time we go. There's nothing we hate more than having to get in our own pocket. We want to be in their pocket.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
No, I mean, using the casino's money is the smartest point.
And especially when you go as much as we do.
But it's like you go down, let's say we'll go down to the casino. We both have we call it, it's our money, but we call it our each. You know, I have my money, he's got his money. So let's say we go down with whether it's $1,000 or $5,000 each. Once that money is gone, we're done. And if we have $10,000 in tickets, cash that out on way out and come back with it next time. So that way you always have something. But when you start playing on those tickets, next thing you know, your bankroll's gone, that's gone, and
and your next trip's gone.
your next trip's
Yeah.
gone. So it's like you've got to, if you want to gamble for a long period of time, you do have to do that, or otherwise you start getting into your savings. I mean, we have many of friends that like, holy shit, man, I've spent, $200,000 out of my savings account this year. But they're the ones that are like win and want to win more and want to win more. And
I mean,
stuff.
that's
So-
where I fall into. The problem is it's being a degenerate, which I'll fully admit I am without, because my brain is I would rather go home with nothing than not a significant amount of money, which isn't good. It isn't good. I'm just being honest. You guys are the very much more responsible gamblers. I'm a little bit like, okay, if I turn 5 into 3,000, well, I can turn 3 into 10. I know I can get there. Matter of fact, I'll share one of my, and this is years ago, but it still stings me. 2 o'clock in the morning, I was staying there with my wife. She was upstairs in the room. 2 o'clock in the morning, I am holding a ticket for 60,000. And the only reason I have a ticket for 60,000 is that I hit the max the machine would let you have a ticket for. And I had 40,000 in cash. I had $100,000. And I remember think I messaged you, Tom. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
I think so too.
And I was like, man, I could go buy my C7Z06 that I could go buy that tomorrow. Like I'm set up. Fast forward to 5 o'clock in the morning, I have 30,000, and I was like, oh God, I gotta stop. I have to stop because my brain was, and again, not smart. I'm not dumb, but here's the thing: I've started with a very small amount of money. Now to get there, I should have left. I absolutely should have left, but how quickly and easily it was to get to 100K, which it wasn't. We're talking probably 7 or 8 hours of play. In my brain, I'm like, well, 100K, this can become 500K, right? We can get to $500,000. That's no problem. But the thing is once you mentally, when you're there, and I'm not speaking for everyone in the room, but for me, it just seems like, okay, 50 to $125 spins got me to this number. So now let's go to $250 or $500 spins.
Imagine where they'll get me.
When you start doing $500 spins, money goes so fast. Insanely fast.
Yeah.
But again, that's where I would tell most people don't gamble like me. Be responsible. Tom's fantastic. Tom usually sets a number, and he sticks with it, and then he cashes out. Where I'm like, go for more. Push the envelope. High risk, which is, probably not the best advice to someone.
It can go either way.
But it's paid off. That's the other thing is, I've had some massive wins where I've been like, all right, such as you guys, which is one thing I wanted to talk about because the last time you guys were on our show, we were talking about Steve chasing a grand.
Yeah.
And then it felt like just a few weeks after you were on our show, you hit your grand at Hard Rock. Can you tell us all about that? We're going to play the video, obviously, on the screen and stuff. And we did talk about it in one episode, past episode, just shortly because we were super happy for you guys.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But
Yeah.
we to hear it from the horse's mouth was amazing.
Man, the story, it's kind of like we can start back off where it started was, I think a week or two, or it was right before the show. I had found a ticket on a machine that somebody had just cashed out and left there for like $3,000. And I turned it in that night. And, we were talking about karma, doing the right things and whatnot. And on the last show we were talking about that night I hit a small grand and a nice major, $9,000, $9,700 major.
Yep.
So fast forward, again, I'll typically go to the casino 3 to 5 nights a week, if I can, kind of depending. She doesn't go as much. And it was a Tuesday night. And, I go down there a lot of times just to decompress. I mean, there's nights I'll only take a couple $100 maybe and walk around and just do small stuff, socialize. We know a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just a time to reset. So I was down there. She didn't want to go one night. And I go down there and I was just kind of tiptoeing around. The next thing I know, I was up at El Bar and started talking to a gal and her daughter that were from the Facebook page. And I said, I'm going to go walk around a little bit more. I'm going to walk over to High Limits. And
what a B-class celebrity thing to say. The man's just walking around glad-handing everyone. He's like
shaking hands, kissing
signing
babies.
signatures. Yeah.
Just drinking beer,
Just signing screens.
being the typical degenerate that I am. Now, mind you, this is like 12:30, in the morning. And so we started bullshitting, walking around. And I just had this ticket, and I'd been walking around. I'd a couple of machines. I'd walk around. So we walked into High Limits, and I'd finally a couple times had, some decent luck on the piggy banks, the piggy banking games.
Yep.
So over by the restroom down there in High Limit, there was 4 of those and there's 2 Eureka Blasts. In the Eureka Blast, I'd got my butt kicked every time I've ever played it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I love Eureka Blast over the pig game.
I do too now.
Yeah.
It has that effect.
Actually, we played that with you last time.
We did.
That's
Right
what we played.
shortly after.
Yeah.
So we go in that room and I actually started walking over. I'm like, I'm going to go play piggy bank. And, I'd played it a couple times and I was doing okay. But the 2 Eureka Blasts that are there, looked at me and it's like, okay, I'm going to put this ticket in damn Eureka Blast and give it a couple spins, because that's another thing that we do is we move a lot, So I put the thing in, dime $5, which is minimum bet for the machine. First push, nothing. Next push, get the 6 firecrackers and game's on. Like, whoa, okay, cool. So, it fills up all the little firecracker things. And I'm like, because not every time you fill a screen, it's not always a grand.
Correct.
Locket links, one of them.
Yep.
You fill all the locket links, it's not the grand unless you get the grand.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm pick my phone up. I'm like, well, I'm at least going to record when it, tells you what you get. And so it's on our long form videos. And I'm sitting there recording it, and it's running just numbers over. And I'm like, no mini, no minor? Thinking, what the heck here? And then all of a sudden the grand pops up, and I was like,
I love how it just passes by, but then it bounces
you've
right
seen
back.
the video.
Yeah.
And-
Which is usually the opposite of what happens
Yes.
every time.
yeah, exactly. It just goes right on by. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, what the hell?
No, it does the slow. It hits and then drops.
Yeah,
That's what goes away.
And the crazy part was that machine, that grand had not been hit, I think, in like 2.5 years.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
And when it dropped it, and I had told the gal and her daughter when we sat down, I said, "Man, look at that grand. That's amazing." I said, "But most people will walk around, look at the majors, look at the minors. I mean, that's
The things that are
that's
more likely to
Yeah, the
hit.
more
Yeah,
likely.
yeah.
Didn't even in the back of my mind think, and all of a sudden, bam, almost $377,000.
It's crazy. And Steve, let me ask you this, because this is a subjective question. Obviously, in your brain, 377,000 for one person is different than the next person and stuff. So that's not where I want to know. Can you tell us what the experience is from the point that grand landed, right? And obviously we heard you go, "Oh my God," or something to that effect. Lady
everybody
screamed,
downstairs
everyone's
heard me.
screaming. Yeah. Can you tell us from the, not to go too much into the weeds, and you don't have to say that you don't want to, but what's it like to win that much money? I won 82,000 once, and I know the process was long, but 377's got to be a much different process.
Honestly, I mean, by the time from start to finish was about a 45-minute deal.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It
My
wasn't too
82
bad.
took
I
2
mean,
hours.
anything over 100,000 at Hard Rock, they've got to do an audit.
Correct.
One of the
Well,
guys.
I was told it was over 60,000 because they called
Maybe.
the IRS
Unless they-
to child support everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It took me 2 hours to get paid on 82,000.
Well, maybe I don't have as many kids
Maybe they
out
don't
there.
like me.
I was gonna
well,
say.
I'm also not a B-list celebrity at Hard Rock, so
You're not recognizable.
But, I mean, I hate to use the cliche, but life-changing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge amount of money.
It is, yeah.
And I still get goosebumps anytime I even talk
yeah.
about
that's
it.
half of what Tom makes a year.
Just move the
That's a
decimal point.
joke.
A couple times.
And I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say I was kind of upside down and spun out for a solid 2 or 3 weeks after that.
Yeah, it's got to feel unreal.
He was calling me that I was in bed, right? Like he said, he was walking around with another woman playing, or her daughter, playing around, whatever. And
That sounds good.
Yeah, let's
Playing around.
wait, we might need to
Playing
rephrase that,
slot.
Marina. I'm
Playing
sorry.
slots.
Okay, thank you.
He'll come home to me and at the end of the night. It's all good. But he's blowing my phone up. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to answer him. I'm like, he's drunk, and usually if he's drunk, he knows, don't come home, just get a room down there. I don't, I'm not that wife. Like,
Yep.
stay down there. So he's blowing it up. Finally, I'm like, I guess I better listen to this
Well,
voicemail.
I finally left a voicemail.
And it goes, call me, they're arresting me. I'm like, fuck, what'd you do now?
That was my first
So, of
instinct,
course,
too.
I call him immediately. I'm like, what are you going to jail for now? And he's like, I'm being arrested because I stole all their money.
I said I'm robbing this fucking place.
And I'm like, what? And then he goes on FaceTime, and there's like gazillion people.
Well, when I told her,
around
she
there.
didn't believe me. I said, I just won 377,000. She's like, bullshit. No, you didn't.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Well, then me being a dinosaur, I couldn't hardly get her on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here. Then I started. There were still people all standing around. I was like, now do you believe me? There it is.
Yeah. But look, like a good husband, he's like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, get X amount in check, and
Yeah.
the rest of it we'll keep out for our gambling money, right? So
That's smart.
Be somewhat responsible.
When I hit my 82, it was funny because it was like close to midnight, and my wife was at home in bed, and she wouldn't answer the phone. So
Same
we
thing.
have cameras inside the house, so I got on the camera and I'm like, Lauren, wake up, pick up the phone. And she's half asleep. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, no, I want 82,000. And she's like, wow, we'll go shopping tomorrow. Just drive safe when you get home. Don't lose it all.
Right? Don't give it back.
That's just it. Don't lose it all.
Yeah. Hard Rock gave you a room, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like she said, I'd been tipping a few back,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when that
Well,
happened,
you're out doing with the
literally,
ladies.
I said to the guy, I said my host is off tonight, but I said I need a room. I'm not going anywhere. So they actually slipped me up on in the VIP tower presidential suite, you
Nice.
know.
Yep.
And the funny thing was, of course, they probably got one of the nicer rooms in the place, and I think I went up, checked in, got settled in, locked up some of the check and the money and stuff, and walked back down. And I gambled till like 7 in the morning.
I love
Keep it going. Keep it going.
But the other thing that's funny is everybody's like, "Oh my God, did you just go wild?" I'm like, "Nope. I put all the money in the safe. I still had bankroll money that I'd walked around. I just played the rest of the night just like I normally do." And it's funny because I run into people even today, and I'll be sitting maybe doing a $5 spin, $12.50 or something. People like, "It's all you're spending? Like, you won all that money?" I go, "Didn't change a thing." I said, I am not comfortable. 125 is like the biggest, and that was quite a few Bud Lights in. And we'd won quite a bit. So, that's really the most I can say we've really ever consistent. I mean, I've spun a 250 one night just because I went like this, and I was like, "Oh, damn,"
Yep.
And so we really haven't changed that up, because again, we're not putting it back.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh my God, they're going to drag you back," and they want it all back. They've not given me any different offers.
We are 100% going to discuss the comments on your video.
Yeah.
Which is the most on-age stuff.
Everybody was
yeah.
like, "Oh, malfunction! You didn't get paid, didn't?" I'm like, "Dude, the check's in the check was in the bank 2 days later." I was like,
Do you just no longer get free play though from Hard Rock now?
I mean, I still get it, but I still get the shit free play like everybody else.
Oh my God. Yeah,
So-
let's pause real quick and talk about Hard Rock free play making no sense. Oh yeah, Hard Rock, thank you. I would love to drive an hour for $50. Thank you.
Yeah.
When I know my play is every spin's $50. So I go, what? Boop, done. Thank you. I do not get it. I mean, I do get it because it's a Indian-owned casino that's the only game in town, so they don't have to do anything.
Yeah, they know they got us by the kahunas.
But the offers I get from Hollywood are insane compared to Tampa.
But it's also just the scale makes no sense because we'll go on a night and you'll be down a lot, and the next day it's like $150 in free play, and then another day he'll be up and they're like, "Well, here's $300 in free play," and it's like there's no consistency.
There's no rhyme or reason.
Anything out.
I think what they do, I mean, not that I have to figure out, but I think what Hard Rock does is, let's say today you have 100 bounce back free play, let's say $200, you cash that in, they take that off the top, what they're going to give you next time. Because if you notice, one time it's this, next time it's half, and then the third time it goes up. So they're,
It's like they have a pot
I can
at the end of the
confirm
day.
that. And the reason I can confirm it is my host, Alan, shout out to Alan, love him, he does a great job. I went there and I used $500 in free play and I won a bunch of money. And then I gave it right back. And then I didn't get anything. And I went and I said, "Alan, why didn't I get free play?" And he was like, "Well, here's the thing, man. You won all that money on free play."
Yep.
Well, yeah, but I gave it back. Yeah, but we don't look at it like you took it home. We look at it like you got it from us.
Yep.
And then you just gave it back to us. So it's a net zero.
Yeah.
And you don't get anything. And I was like, geez, I really should have left. And then came back the next day. I should have done your guys' system.
Then same thing. If we do that and one of us wins on free play a lot, we'll just take the card and play on the other one's card the rest of the day because we know we're screwed. We're not getting anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten 3,000 one time in free play.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
the max.
don't understand how.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I don't think I did anything different. How did I get so much this time?
Well, we've also seen
That's
too,
probably
though.
the night you spent 100Ks when you got it 3 months later.
Maybe.
We've also seen though, like where they do like the special, like the other day we were there and they did like a treasure chest thing or something. And those games come in, and there's some nights where it's like every machine he's getting another one, and then there's other times where it's like he never sees one the entire night.
Yeah.
Like, there's no consistency in anything.
Yeah, the qualifying bar, it's like sometimes it's shooting across. Other times I'm like, how did I just put 5,000 through and it hasn't even moved a quarter of the way? I'm like,
Man. But on that slot time bonus thing that pops up on your screen, you got to tap it,
Yeah.
Yep.
I wish they would make that where we could disarm that thing.
Oh, okay.
That is the most
because you're in the middle of
annoying
playing and then
feature.
it just takes over the screen. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, well, I'm going to say more than that, you're not winning anything anyway, especially if you didn't get it from the get-go, and it's probably predetermined on whoever's wheeling the most in the thing.
Yeah.
And it's like when you're sitting there playing and that thing's locking the machine up and going, I've tried to cancel it, then it pops back up. It's like, can you just opt out of this thing?
Yeah.
I don't care about I don't even care. It's useless.
Going back to your win, the comments were hysterical to me. People, like you said, I think they were making the joke, the malfunction thing. I think
there was a bunch of
could have
serious
been.
ones. There
You
was
also
some guys.
had people that were saying that you won this because the casino pays you.
Yeah.
I loved all those people that were like,
it was fake.
Because we all know Seminole Tribe's going to risk losing their gaming license just to make sure that you guys get money. Then there were people saying that it was fake. I saw people saying it was an AI video. And then obviously you had a lot of support. You had your fans that were like, that's awesome. Steve's the best. You met John Daly, right?
Yeah.
Can we give it that story? Or are you guys best friends now?
No, by no means, no. The thing with Daly, one night we were there and he was there. He plays the same machines. Have you ever seen him there on those 3 reels?
No, I always seem to never notice him.
He will literally always, I've never seen him anywhere but on the same 3 reels. I'm not gonna say where because they'll get freaking, he'll get even, because he normally nobody gets around him. But anyway, we were there one night and his gal, I don't know what the relationship is,
fiance,
took on a liking to Marina. And so they've exchanged numbers, this and that, and talked back and forth, chatted back and forth, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that particular night, he was up on those machines, and I had seen Anna sitting just in the chair, sitting there watching, finger banging her phone, So after I won the thing, I walked up there and I told Anna, I said, man, look, Marina didn't come tonight. Look what I just won. I go, how's John doing? And she's like, fuck, he's having a shit night. I go, she's like, go show him what you did. I'm like, I ain't saying nothing, because he can smoke a cigarette and drink his thing, and sometimes he don't like to be bothered. I go, don't worry about it. She goes, John, look at what he did. Look in the bag, because of course they gave me a brown paper bag that looks like a carryout bag from Council.
I'm
walking around with 400 grand. Yeah, in a to-go bag.
I was like, I'm definitely going to be murdered tonight.
Yeah, it's like, So anyway, I lean in over there and I'm like, hey man, just did this, that, the other. And he goes, oh, that's cool, and he looks in the bag and we take a picture and he goes, there's quite a bit of cash in there. What do you got? He goes, pull that shit out. So he grabs my phone right out of my hand and I pull the cash out. And he takes the selfie. You can see his thumb in the thing. So I got that selfie too.
That's awesome.
Then I got, of course, then somebody photoshopped it, put a big grill on me.
That was my favorite. Was you with the grill?
Yeah. So I just shared that with him. And then, of course, by the time, right after that, I went up to the room and, dumped all this out and came back down. And I walked by and Anna's like, hey, he's finally cooking. Next thing you know, he's got 130,000 this machine locked up. And he's over there banging this one $600 a spin. And his night turned around. It looked pretty significant.
Yeah,
he had funny. 2 bags of money, I think.
Yeah. What's crazy, first time we met him, he said, Anna and I just hit it off, right? We start talking, whatever. And he's up there. And she's got one of the big, never full Louis.
Okay.
Right? It's a good size, right? I can fit like 3 days worth. It is. It's pretty big. That thing was halfway filled with money. He was just hand pay after hand pay after hand pay. I mean, it was crazy. He probably had freaking $500,000 in there, Wow.
He was playing those 2, and on that particular night, he was hitting stuff and locking those machines up that he was playing the 2 on the backside as well.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
But they're great people.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
he's
really,
a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of videos of people posting where they'll go up and talk to him and stuff, and it does seem like he's 50-50.
Yeah.
But I assume, here's the thing, I'm just going to be honest. I assume like any gambler, it's whether you're up or down.
Yeah.
It's the mood you're in. Because, I mean, friends, everybody that knows me will tell you, the casino visit with Mike when he's up is a way different experience than when Mike's way down.
100%. It's the drive home as well.
And if you guys don't mind real quick, I'm going to go over here. The good thing is, no matter whether you're up or down, the experience with our sponsor, Computer Quest, is always great. So check out this commercial.
This episode is sponsored by Computer Quest, a trusted provider of business IT services across the United States and internationally. Computer Quest delivers comprehensive technology solutions, including managed IT services, cybersecurity solutions, network infrastructure, cloud services, and proactive system monitoring and maintenance, designed to minimize downtime and protect your company's data. Their team works with businesses of all sizes to improve operational efficiency, strengthen security, and ensure reliable technology performance so that owners can focus on their business and not worry if their systems are running or client data is protected. If your organization is ready for dependable, scalable IT support, visit cqbits.com or contact their team directly at sales@cqbits.com to learn more.
So please check out Computer Quest, cqbits.com. Thanks for sponsoring this show. And are you ready? If you are a Patreon subscriber, you will now get some tea, some drama, exclusive of what I heard at Hard Rock Tampa that I don't think that Hard Rock Tampa would want people to know. So you've got to be a Patreon subscriber. What is it, $10 tier, Tom?
$10 tier.
$10 tier. You should go over to our Patreon links below if you want to see this part.
Also,
you
the
gotta
only way to get the
subscribe,
giveaways.
and you'll see this part of the video. If you're watching on YouTube and you don't understand why it just cut to black and then goes back,
we're all laughing.
and we're laughing, then you'll realize you missed out on it and you'll have FOMO. That was a crazy story. And
That
you'll
was-
only see it if you paid
Holy
for
eye
it.
opener.
Wow.
We were like,
All right, let's talk about something real quick, Steve. When you guys were last on our show, all right, we talked about you finding that voucher and you turned it in,
Yep.
right? And I brought up that a lot of people don't realize you can't take the voucher. It's technically illegal. It's printed on the ticket.
Yeah.
There's a ton of videos of Vegas Matt and other influencers discussing this topic too. Steve, still to this day, and you were on our show, did you find one?
It's yours. You got yours. Actually,
okay.
yeah, no,
What kind
actually,
of
it's probably yours, Mike.
what kind of regular gambler doesn't have an extra ticket? Oh shit! I left that in my
Oh,
wallet.
Steve, I would
that's
just
on
throw
my-
that unlucky ticket away if it was me.
20 cents.
That's a big one.
You can't even call anyone with that.
You guys were on the show 5 months ago, about 4 or 5 months
Yeah,
ago?
yeah, it was early in the year.
We still have comments almost every day where people go, you're absolutely wrong. If you find a ticket, it's your ticket. You can cash it out.
Nope.
Not
Let's
a chance.
just make sure we nail this in. And again, I'm assuming legality-wise, I don't care what state you live in, that's probably
Yeah,
not.
it's
It's still
probably across the
theft,
board.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The amount of people that told us we were absolutely wrong, and that is not true. We still get them. We had a comment
time.
like yesterday where someone's like, you guys are idiots. You can take that ticket and use it if you want.
You can't.
They don't know casinos then.
Because listen, one night we were playing, and I can't remember what I hit something. It was like $7,000, right? We're getting ready to leave. I'm like, here, go cash out this ticket. He went to the cage and he's like, well, before he went to the cage, he's like, well, you played on. I'm like, just put in a machine with your card, spin it a few times to go up there. So he probably, maybe spent $100 off of it. Went, cashed that ticket in. They're like, this ain't your ticket. He's like, it's my wife's. So they know it is illegal.
yeah.
You can't do
Yeah.
it.
I've sent
It's
friends
pro-
up with tickets because my buddy will be like, I'm running to the cashier, and they won't let him cash it.
Yeah.
No.
And especially that one, was big enough. You had to go to a cage.
Yep.
And I'm pretty certain, even though I told him, I said, yeah, it was my wife's. Here's what I did. She doesn't want to get off the game. It's hot. I have her driver's license. We carry each other's IDs. And I think, how they got their screens where you can't see them, but I'm pretty certain they played the camera back and watched that I was there with her, that she handed me that ticket.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, I believe
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely illegal. You can get a lot of trouble. I don't know. I mean, with Seminole Indians here, they don't have like Tampa police. It's
Correct.
their own
It's
police.
their
yeah.
So
tribe
what
police.
happens
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
their closed doors, you don't
yeah.
know. I mean,
Yeah, we here's the other thing. I think some of these people think we're talking about like a $5 ticket,
Yeah,
which again,
yeah, of course.
you still
Yeah.
can't. But I think if you found a $5 ticket and stuck it in a machine, you're probably not going to the county jail
Yeah.
that night.
Yeah.
But we were talking about multitudes of thousands of dollar
Yeah.
tickets.
Yeah.
Which without a doubt somebody's probably looking for. If
Yeah.
they're not looking for it that day, the next day they'll likely be looking for it.
Well, I'm sure those tickets of that size have, like, when you insert it into a machine, it almost like red flags
Everything's-
a little
yeah.
bit. Like, it's not just 25 cents,
Yeah.
they know because if you don't have your player's card in, they will pull. I mean, every single game has a camera at it. They can
Yeah.
see who's playing.
Well, there's
how they're playing,
identification
and
numbers on it too. That
identification
ticket
number.
tells you what machine it came off of.
Yeah.
Yep.
When,
So-
everything.
They're all
Time,
serialized,
date, stamp.
correct. Yeah.
Yep.
So they'll find the person who it belongs to, or they're going to keep it for themselves. I mean, they don't.
So please, you
Do the
cannot
right thing.
steal the ticket. Just turn it in. Just turn it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing if you find a machine that's got money left on it. I know there's called, what are they, silver miners? The guys that walk around cashing out and then they go,
Yeah.
oh, I see that all the time in Vegas. It drives me nuts. Asian people too. Little Asian ladies just walking around taking money. Like nonstop. I actually was once at Aria. I only had like $12 left in the machine, but I went to go stand up to like fix my shorts. And I stood next to the machine, and the lady walked up and starts hitting cash out. Like, she thought I was going to go walk away.
Oh.
And she couldn't even wait. And I was like, what are you doing?
Well,
and
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. Good.
I mean, that comes back to we were down there a few weeks ago, and I'd been playing a machine, and she was a couple machines down, hit something big. So us were wow, And
Yep.
So I jump up, I go down, and start watching what she's doing, not thinking that I didn't pull the ticket out. I literally walk back down to the machine. Lady's sitting there spinning it, and I'm like, hey, my ticket was in that machine. She goes,
in your card.
Oh, wow.
I like how they act like, oh, I had no idea.
no way.
Yeah, she had spun $80 off of it.
Yeah.
And she hits the cash out button. She goes, "Oh, here's your ticket back." And I'm like, did that just happen? I mean,
Wow.
granted, my bad. I left it in there and went down there.
Yeah.
But I mean, literally, we're talking from here to there.
Yeah.
And then
two
she acted
machines
like,
apart.
and I'm like, did you put any money in on top of it? And she was like, I don't think so. Like, oh, you mean you don't know if you put money in a machine or not? Give me that damn ticket.
Yeah.
What in the hell's people thinking?
Yeah. I had the opposite once. I was at Hard Rock once, and I stuck my voucher into the machine, and I started hit play, and some lady come up and started yelling that she had money in the machine. And I was like, well, I didn't know. But I put like a $2,500 voucher. It was like some odd change. And I was like, oh, well, I had no idea. And in my brain, I'm like, there could not have been a sizable amount of money on this
you would
machine.
notice.
Yeah.
And she's yelling, and she's like, I want my money. I want my money. And I was like, let's get security, because I don't know if you're trying to scam me, because it is Hard Rock. Security comes over. They grab a slot attendant. They pull up the menu on the thing.
Yep.
They kept asking her how much money, and she was like, it was a lot. It was a lot. I don't remember, but it was a lot. And he stole it, and I won it. It was $2.50. She had in the machine. I put in like a little over $2,600, I think is what I had put in on the machine. And the guy was like, hey, man, do you want to just give her the money? But she was being so mean about it that I was like, no, I'm good. I was like, absolutely not. And then, again, I'm sorry, Marina, if this is offensive at all, but she was holding a Michael Kors bag. And I said, I'd rather die than give someone with a Michael Kors bag $2.50. Did not appreciate it. Started screaming at me, and then security had to pull her off somewhere else. And then the slot attendant guy's like, hey, man, why don't you just give her the money? And I was like, no, it's the point now.
Yep.
It's the principle
Yep.
at this point. Because the way she was acting, you would have thought she had hundreds of dollars in it.
Yeah.
And it was like $2.50. Like, stop.
People go nuts. We were upstairs in a high limits playing one time, and we usually play close to one another, but not always next to one another, right? But all of a sudden I hear him, and when he's mad, he's very loud.
I believe it.
Very loud. And I just hear him going, get off me. And I'm like, what the hell? I go around the corner, and there's a lady like literally choking him out.
Oh, wow. Jesus. A fan?
No.
No foreplay, not a fan, just a bitch. Man,
He's like, I'm close.
Where's the dog?
Yeah.
so anyway, essentially he sat down on the machine, started playing it. She was playing before, and she wanted that machine back, and she's cashing out his money. He's like, get off, and it was crazy. They had to call security, and then finally the security comes. They know us. Steve's like, pull up the camera, you can see what happened, and they end up banning her for a while.
Oh, wow,
But she
wow.
was
Yeah,
just
they made her leave.
batshit crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, she was playing the machine on, I think 1 or 2 over. It was on a bank of 3 machines, and there was no money, no card in it. And so I sat down, and about the time I sat down, she goes, "You can't play that. That's my machine." And I slid my ticket in it, and I'm like, "There's no money,
Yeah.
I'm playing it." And that's when I just started minding my own business playing it. And she comes over and like grabs my arm, holds it back, and then hits it to cash out. And I'm like,
wow.
whoa. So that's when I finally stood up, and that's when she grabbed on. I'm like, and then that's when I got loud, and
Yeah.
people came, and I said, hey, here's what happened. You guys can review it. Well, then she decides she's going to haul ass. Well, they ended up running her down and told her to get the hell out of there for
Wow, that's crazy.
the day. Yeah.
I was in
They could
the.
be hostile. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I've seen it. I've seen
people
it.
can
I've
go
seen
wild.
so many fights break out. I was in the poker room once, and some guy pushed all in because there was a miscommunication, and I was like, sure. And I pushed all in, and he thought I folded, but the dealer was like, he didn't fold, and he tried to pull his money back out. Ooh. And the dealer like called security, and they grabbed him, and he was like, I'm gonna kill you in the parking lot to me.
Holy
and I was
shit.
like, oh crap. And then they told me, they're like, we escorted him off, he's banned for life, like blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna give it a little bit before I get shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, people go, I mean,
It's
people
money.
are crazy in the
It's
Tampa
money.
casino to begin
Yeah.
with. But like Tom said, it's money at the,
Yeah.
As much as we love that place, I mean, keeping it simple, they need to clean up the place, and they need to not allow, we call them the woodpeckers, the people beating the screen.
Oh, God, I hate that. I hate that.
And people are like,
you want to know why most of the buttons don't work? It's because
Yeah,
you got
'cause
somebody
they're over there
smashing
beating the hell
at
out
the
of 'em.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I get it. They'll catch some friction and piss some people off when they first start doing it,
Yeah.
but do it and be done with it.
Yeah.
And get the trash out.
How do you think hitting the screen is going to cause anything to happen?
You know, I wouldn't, you know, I'll call
Same
guilty.
way my
Oh,
cinnamon.
we'll put our
Steve said
hands
he's
up
not
there.
superstitious again.
Oh
Marina.
shit, man! I've got my damn lucky.
I caught hell after
panda.
that the last time we left.
You did,
What do you
you
mean
did.
that's superstitious? I got my cinnamon, my little bracelets.
Cinnamon works, man. I just whip out my cinnamon and game hits. So
Yeah, the buttons don't work because Marina's sprinkling cinnamon on all the machines.
I will say,
But
though,
that's
I
why
think-
they all smell better.
That's
Yeah.
true.
A lot of the last few times we've been to Hard Rock in Tampa, it's been like a lot of machines have been broken.
Yeah,
Like
because
like
these
buttons
animals
don't work and
we,
things
we
like
call
that.
them woodpeckers. I mean, I was playing a game right by Elbar a couple weeks ago, and just sitting there, you know, doing my usual tapping along, and this guy, I'd been kind of watching around the corner anyway because I wanted to move. The other machine had a really big major on it, and the next thing you know, I see the guy. I just hear bam really hard, and I'm like, and the guy a minute later, I look over and he's kind of sitting there all pissed off. So it must have taken his money.
Yeah,
Got pissed off. So he leaves. So I'm like, oh, here's my time. I'm going to get that major. I cash out, walk around there. He hit that thing so hard that base panel where the button
Cracked?
is glass, it was
Yeah.
busted.
Yeah.
And it was separated from the, you know, the door, how they open it on
Yep.
there. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, they need to look at the, you know, the camera. I mean, that guy that's probably a couple grand. I
Yeah.
mean, it
Oh, yeah.
busted.
no, I
busted
think that's
the
like
machine.
a $4,000 to fix. But hopefully, you know what? Hopefully, Tampa Hard Rock's our home casino. We love it as much as we might bitch about, you know, free play, whatever. We still
yeah.
love it. They do need to clean up some of the people that come in there and how they play. But they do have a new president,
Yep.
Travis, right? That came here from Vegas.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've been to Plum Room recently.
Yeah,
Like-
I was just there like a week ago.
Okay, so if you notice, like chairs all have nice covers.
Yeah, I
on them.
liked it. I also like what they did with the dessert.
Yes.
And, yeah, I like
so
it. Yeah.
those are all him.
Everyone's got, like the fat guys into dessert.
Yeah. But I mean, that's all him. He, you know, he's trying to make little changes. I mean, obviously,
Well,
you
yeah.
can't go in there and just flip everything upside down. But I think you're going to see some huge changes up in the next 6 or 8 months.
Oh, yeah.
That's all for the better. And what
More
I
tea.
love, like what I love about him is he asks for input. He knows we go there a lot. You know, every time he sees us, he
So
stops
the
by.
president of Tampa Hard Rock came to you guys to ask for advice, and you guys go, "We're not B-list. You guys are A-list now."
Yeah, you've been moved up officially.
Yeah, you're A-list now. Yeah,
Now,
the
see-
president of Hard Rock has not asked us anything, just so you know.
Yeah, no, he's
We've just run into him from time to
yeah,
time.
we
When-
were yeah.
Casually.
The first weekend that he
We're
was
at the
there
club.
working was when they had all the big influencers there.
Okay.
And
yeah.
we spent a lot of time in the same area, you know, and had a lot of fun that night. So, you know,
How many people were like, "It's Vegas Matt. It's Vegas Matt."
So let me talk about big influencers for a second, right?
Yeah.
So me,
you guys, slots are us.
slots are us, baby.
0711.
But there you go.
07.
So
What?
I'm like, I really don't care about meeting celebrities. That's not my thing. I'm very like, whatever. I can care less who walks by me, who's there. But for some reason, when Vegas Matt walked out, like tears start running down my face. And my friend Rhonda's there, of course, to get everything,
Yeah.
right? So I'm a huge fan. That night, you know, I went up by stage, met him, talked to him for a couple of seconds, but he's up here, I'm down here. And then we ran into WBG and W2 Cheeses in the hall. He starts talking to WBG. He's like, hey, you know, is there any way that she can meet Matt? We talked to him for another maybe 10 or 15 minutes, just the four of us. Before he leaves, he goes, meet me down here at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning at the coffee
This
shop.
was right by Constant Grind.
Yep. So, of course, I'm there at 9:45.
Yeah, wait,
Well,
no, yeah, yeah.
actually, he said, I will bet if you're in this same spot tomorrow at 10 or 11 a.m.,
10.
10 a.m., I'll bet you'll get a chance to meet him.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're there waiting right on the nose, man. There they are.
Here they come.
And then WBG from the night before remembers both of our names, introduces Matt to us. From there, we walk into the high limits room, you know, play with him for a little bit. Just the coolest guys ever.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, so we were very appreciative of that. Then we were in Vegas maybe a month after that. We run into them at Aria. This is for those, I don't know if you watch their videos or not, but they
Yep.
won like
When
One
they
and
won
a half
the
million.
almost
Yeah.
1.4 million.
Yeah.
We walked-
I was actually talking to my host because I came in a week after that happened, and I was talking to my host about it because
Yeah.
he's at Aria. He's
Yeah.
based out of Aria,
Yeah.
so we were talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we see them, and during, like, right when we walked in is when they hit a line hit for 737,000.
No, that's when they hit the triple major, the 323,000 triple major, a minor. It was crazy.
Details. You know, so of course they got to stop, cash out, do all that stuff, and then WBG turns around and is like, Steve, Marina, what are you guys doing here again?
Yeah.
Remember us? And I'm going, dude, he meets thousands of people.
Yep.
And I was like, he says it's extremely important to him to meet and remember everybody. So then he's like, are you guys coming back for our event that they're having in Vegas like a month later? I'm like, no, we're just
Fountain
here.
Blue one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fountain
yeah.
Blue one.
Great
He's like,
time.
let me see your phone. So I hand him Steve's phone. Here you go. He calls him. He goes, there's my cell phone. I'll be in touch with you Monday. Monday comes around. He messages the host at Fountain Blue, whatever it's called.
I think
And
you're
him-
right.
yeah.
I always just
It
say
is.
Fountain Blue.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, so he messages him. Next thing you know, we got a suite set up out there. I mean,
wow.
like,
It was crazy.
definitely treated
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
A-listers. I mean, it was just incredible. And then that event itself was phenomenal. No, I don't want to say about that, but he's just like a cool guy. Like,
No.
I used to love
Yep.
Vegas, Matt.
Yeah.
But
She derailed.
I still do. Well, I didn't want to say that. But I love Vegas, Matt. Still one of my favorite. But if you ever get the opportunity to speak to WBG, I will say he is one of like the kindest, the greatest, just most wonderful person in the world
No,
I've ever met.
I will back you up. So few years back, I was at Mirage for my birthday. This was because Mirage, I think, closed in October. I don't remember what year. This was maybe 2 years ago. I was there in July. So it was like close to the closing. And I was in high limit room at Mirage. And my buddy, all I said when I knew that Vegas Matt was recording at a few locations. And I told my buddy, I was like, all I want to do is see Vegas Matt, my buddy Chris. And we go down to the high limit slots, and there he is filming. It's EJ, W2 Jesus, WBG, and Vegas Matt, and they're filming. And one of the things in his early videos he preached all the time is, don't just come up to us when we're filming.
Yeah.
So I stood back and I waited. 400 different people interrupted them while
Yep.
they were filming. And I stood back, and finally WBG goes, hey, Matt, this gentleman here has waited, like he's waited patiently. So they stopped filming, and he's like, introduced myself, said, hey, I'm a big fan. I know you hear of a lot of the stuff. And he's like, oh, no, we always appreciate it. I was like, I just want to, I said, hi to EJ. Here's the thing. WBG makes a lot of references to vintage video games.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys being in the studio saw my stuff. So I told him, I was like, dude, I appreciate it. Like, these guys always give you crap for making these jokes that make no sense. I was like, I love it to death. And we laughed, and I said, listen, I don't want to interrupt you or anything. I know you guys are filming. I was like, I appreciate it. And he's like, no, we appreciate you not interrupting us. And I was like, yeah, I was like, people just stomping in here. But I thought that was it. So I went out to the main floor to play. Probably like an hour later, someone grabs my shoulder, and it's WBG, and he was like, do you mind if we play with you? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is the best day ever.
Right.
So we're on Buffalo, and W2 Jesus hits like 6,000 or 7,000 on a bonus. And right after he hits it, I hit for 10 or 12,000. And so we're both waiting to get hand paid. And Vegas Matt comes up and he's like, hey, man, tell me about yourself. And he's like, are you here at Mirage? And I was like, yeah, I'm in the villas. And he's like, oh, villas. He's like, okay, so you're a real gambler. And I was like, yeah. And we talked. He asked me about my life. And then WBG and I talked forever about old games and computers and stuff like that. And it was great. And I think shortly after, we flew to Miami.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, we went down to, and WBG, same thing. He remembered me. He was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's like vintage
He's that
video
guy that
games.
remembers everybody.
Yeah, they just came back from the cruise.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did a cruise.
Yeah.
So we
And
met
the other
them.
thing I want to say
right.
is Vegas Matt, when I walked up to take a photo and say, I was like, hey, I'm Mike. I was like, I know you meet people, probably 1 million people a day. And I was like, I was at Mirage in the villas. And he was like, oh, I remember you. He's like, you look familiar. And again, it could just be his line to be a good person. But, they're such a great, group. And probably one of my favorite slot channels, aside from Slots Are Us.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
No, I mean, but you know what? They're very humble.
Yeah.
I mean, WBG, world's biggest gambler.
Yep.
I mean, he's one of the best out there, whether it's cards or whatever, but just extremely humble. And I ordered a T-shirt from Vegas Matt and Friends. and on the outside it said, "Hi Marina, smiley face, WBG."
That's awesome.
He's
Yeah.
dude. I mean, they make $300,000 off of a video that they post on average. That's how much they make.
Yeah, I saw that video.
And he's over there freaking packing $30 T-shirts.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
I mean,
crazy.
come on, just great people. So
Yeah, I don't make that much
Hey.
on videos, and I make Tom pack.
I was gonna say, I'm hoping someday that'll be her packing them bitches.
Maria, and you can just say no, but I felt like there was a bit of a story about Vegas Matt. Is there?
no, not well. I mean, people thought that we were
Well,
swingers
actually,
because
yeah,
I mean, because there was a picture taken of us, but no, it was more so WBG. Like he's very private. And when we were in Vegas, and he called somebody, and somebody was extremely special to him, they came out and he introduced us, and it's something that I never knew about him. So,
okay.
So it's his personal stuff, so I don't
Gotcha.
want to go into
No,
it.
no,
but-
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we don't want to put that on the
But
show.
no, but there's a picture of.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah.
We
Yep.
shared that, and people all started on the swinger thing, and we used that on the
Swinger.
cover. and we used that on the cover for our video of.
Swingersmeet.com. Yeah.
we did a video on our YouTube about the Fontainebleau, the experience with the Vegas Mat show and stuff, and that was on the cover, and it all came up again in there. We're like, would you guys just stop it, Jesus? You know?
So listen, Vegas Matt's a great channel.
Yes.
But let's talk about your guys' channel.
All right, let's
Slots
go.
or Us. How is it going?
It's he's semi-retired now, so
Okay.
one of the things like we just enjoy gambling.
Yeah.
I had no interest in doing any, so like I don't want to be noticed. I don't want people. I'm just like very low key in that sense. But a lot of people asked us to start the channel,
Yeah.
so we did. Plus, he's semi-retired. I needed him to get out of my hair. I mean, there's only, he does the laundry and mops the floors now and cleans
What a guy.
the house.
It's
like
He's
the
my
house bitch.
What a guy.
Yeah, he's like, those were his chores today. That he had to get everything done before we came down here. But no, so he needed something to do, right?
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, YouTube. He does some editing, posting. He loves.
I don't know
the
about
social-
editing.
Well, whatever. But he does the social media, so we started doing that, and started posting more and more, and we're growing the following. We're having fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, your videos are great. I mean, you disagree?
F quality, but whatever. It's honest.
I just struggle being older and not techie.
I got you.
And it's like in my mind, I know what I want to make a video, or I want to do this or that, or talk about something, but I don't quite know how to do it yet. I'll figure it out sooner or later here.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, there's also resources where you can reach out, and we can talk off after the show. If you're, there's a whole series of editors. I mean, we've done internal editing, we've done external editing that can help a lot too, and those guys can take your raw stuff and kind of.
Yeah.
The big thing is clips too. If you guys are making clips, that's what's really gonna.
Yeah.
Everyone loves clips now across
Yeah.
everything.
The short form.
our short form stuff gets really good
Oh
traction.
yeah,
Really good
We've got
stuff.
some that are.
We've got one over 2 million.
500,000 and stuff.
Oh, we've got
yeah.
some that are, I think our
Yeah,
biggest
200,
one's like.
106. Or,
I thought we had one over 2 million.
Yeah, over 2 million. It's one of my
2
stalker
million?
videos with her. But our long form, we're just starting to kind of get those together and start trying to build. And you kind of gotta
It's
walk before you
consistent.
run.
It's just
Yeah.
consistency.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, consistency. Luckily we go all the time, so I got too much.
Yeah, you have
Content
more
of
videos.
stuff, but
yeah.
So I mean, like we post. I basically post a short form every morning and a long form every afternoon.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we're trying to stay on that. We just got to grow our quality of them, and
Yeah.
and we get some good engagement. And
I mean, I
we're
enjoy
growing.
them. I enjoy
Yeah.
your comments
Yeah.
and stuff. It's always, I mean, all slot channel comments are always just unhinged.
Yeah.
Half of them are fans and half of them are people that are just angry that you're winning and they're not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's you just got to create content. We're having blasts with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to in some of the shorts, right, capture the real personality of people behind it and stuff like that. So we're trying to do a little bit more of those long videos so they can like see the true us,
Yeah.
and not just here's. Like you said, here's an old guy sitting there. Okay, folks, and here's the
I didn't
$5.
know. I don't think
Pick on
anyone
the
said
old
that,
guy
Marina.
sitting here.
Who said that? Roll back the tape.
So, but we're having blast with it. We're doing a lot more traveling, which is really nice. And of course, when you start creating videos and you have a little bit of a following, a lot of stuff gets comped for you. I mean, we just came back from Bahamas. It's like we were at Atlantis and we were only there in December for like 3 hours on a break from cruise. We get there, got like $1,500 in comp for meals and $1,500
Yeah.
in free
And free
play.
play. You're talking about some free play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-hour visit.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Bahamar and Atlantis do really good on trying to get you to come
Yeah.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
We were surprised how how received,
Yeah.
if you will.
I know. Can we talk? You guys went to Bahamar and
Yeah.
Atlantis, right? On
Yeah.
this past trip.
Yep.
Which one did you like more?
Atlantis. Hands down.
Really?
I mean,
Oh.
Baha Mar has that Vegas. It's that.
Oh, yeah.
bigger,
It's got a Bellagio-
flashy-
it's got a Bellagio vibe
right,
to it,
right.
yeah.
It had that vibe, and I liked. The casino area was laid out nice, and
Yes.
it wasn't all packed in there and stuff.
Just dead though.
But-
That's the problem, right?
I mean, honestly, it was
I mean,
Friday or
Dad,
Saturday.
I blame
there was
their
a
host.
decent number of people in there, but you could not get a drink. I never saw a waitress on the
Oh
floor.
yeah. Yeah, I don't.
We were in
yeah,
high
yeah.
limits playing.
Yeah.
Both times to get a drink, I had to go over and ask, and had to wait 15 minutes for the gal to come. Like service was horrendous.
Okay, I'll give you that.
We
Did
got nothing to crack over there.
I got you. Did you do better at Atlantis than Bahamar? or-
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Because
By
I'm always
far.
the opposite. I do
Really?
way better at Bahamar than Atlantis.
yeah. And like I said, maybe we're not hit it and quit it type, right? We'll give
Yeah,
him one
we'll
more
definitely-
shot and see
yeah.
what it is. But I reached out to a couple hosts before we went there. One never even responded. I'm like, all right, no big deal, whatever. Second one responded, gave us totally wrong information. Then when we got there, we were at Players Dash, like, oh, the host was supposed to do that for you beforehand. So there was a little bit of that. So I
Okay.
was annoyed.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like he said, I mean, the service, we're on vacation. We want a couple of cocktails.
Yep.
None of that.
I gotcha.
Come
None
on.
service. And, but like I said, we'll give it another shot. Maybe it was just their off day.
Could have been. Could have been.
So, but Atlantis, their staff was fantastic. Like the waitress, we were there one day for a little bit. The next day she walked by and she's like, margarita, top shelf margarita on the rocks, salt and Bud Light,
Oh, that's
like,
nice when
Yeah,
they
yeah,
remember.
it's like
yeah,
when
yeah,
they
yeah.
remember, the junior hostess. I mean, she was extremely accommodating. I was like, hey, we gotta do a dinner tonight, group of 8. I got you taken care of. For all 8 of us, dinner paid, and I don't expect that, but it was nice. I mean, we spent the money there, but
Yeah.
I felt like they went above and beyond. So we.
Where did you guys go there directly, or was this this was not a cruise, right?
No,
Okay.
we went there. We
A
stayed.
surprise birthday party for
Okay.
someone.
Yeah. So
Did you stay at one of the 2 properties, or no?
No,
Okay.
no,
So
we-
that's the other thing. Bahamar's rooms are amazing.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah,
The
I would
property
expect that
looked
they would be.
beautiful.
Yeah, that part, like we say, we'll give it a chance. We'll
Okay.
take a look. But
Real funny story. Well, depends on
Yeah, it depends on
how
who you are.
Who you are. Bahamar has an interesting story so it's a Chinese built casino. I guess I'm supposed to say Asian built casino.
Yeah, because you're so PC.
That's what the show's known for, according to Tom. He took a bunch of loans out of Asian banks to
Yep.
build the casino.
Yep.
And day 1 of operating, they seized the casino and said, you don't own it anymore. And he was like, wait, no, I have time to pay the loans back. And they went, nope, absolutely not. And the government took over the ownership, and then they sold it to someone else. And that was, rumor has it, very in with the Asian, again, I guess I'm supposed to say, I think it's Chinese government, and basically just took the casino and handed it to that person to own.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it's crazy. You can look it up. The whole story's there. It's nuts.
Interesting.
And the other little fun fact, I don't know if Tom knows or not, but and I think I commented in your video, Computer Quest, the sponsor of this show, they did all the initial IT equipment when that Bahamar was
really?
built. Yeah, it was funny.
cool.
It was done through. We didn't know it was going to be a casino because go by that name. What the
Yeah.
hell does Bahamar mean? I had no idea it was a casino. We were just doing networking equipment, computers, and all that stuff. And then when it opened, I was like, oh crap, the casino house. Can I still go there?
Can I get some free play?
Yeah.
So, but hey, interesting fact. We learned this. Like those casinos operate 100% off of tourism. Did you know that it is illegal for people that live there to gamble?
Yes, it's the same thing with Monte Carlo. Did you know Monte Carlo? You can't gamble if you live in Monte Carlo. Yeah, if you're a citizen of Monte Carlo, you can't gamble. That's part of being a citizen.
Isn't that crazy?
You have to own a
Crazy.
business. You have to have a net worth of X amount of dollars. I don't want to say the number because I don't remember off the top of my head. And you absolutely cannot gamble. So
Yeah.
it's the same thing. But there's a few countries. I think Philippines or Taiwan or something is like that. If you're a citizen, you cannot gamble in a casino because, again, it's supposed to be the debauchery or degenerate of, they don't want their citizens losing money.
Yep,
But no, that's crazy,
exactly.
isn't it? Yeah.
They wanted to bring in tourism.
I'll hit you with another interesting fact. Bahamar has a Rolex store inside of it.
Yep.
They used to have an Hublot store and another fine watch store, but I can't remember off the top of my head. They do not. I don't know if you guys are big into watches, but Rolexes are very
I
difficult
have a
to get.
Rolex. Does that count?
Okay, all right, girl. But Rolexes to get are difficult now. You can't just walk into a store. Everything that's on the shelf is display only, right? You
Yeah.
have to be on a wait list. Bahamar's Rolex store is no wait list.
Oh, really?
So you can go there if you plan a trip like Tuesday through Friday. You can go down there when the UPS truck arrives and wait in line, and they will open the boxes in front of you. And whatever comes out of the box, you can buy.
Oh, wow.
Which is extremely rare.
You don't get that.
Yeah.
it's
Atlantis had a
extremely rare.
really badass 18 karat gold blue faced deep sea.
Okay.
Ooh, I was looking at that thing.
That deep sea that's
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
That gold one.
You're into
yes.
sneakers too, aren't you?
I am into sneakers too. Not as much as watches, but yes.
You got
Yeah.
some expensive sneakers.
I do have a big. I have more Louis Vuitton men's sneakers that I haven't never taken out of the box than I've worn. So
Louis Vuitton sneakers.
Yeah.
What do those cost?
anywhere between, depending on what I have, 1,500 to 5,000 to 8,000.
I thought
have
you
some
said
art.
expensive sneakers.
Oh, I'm sorry. What do you got, Steve? Oh boy, here we go.
You see the babies there?
Are those? Is that
Those are
Adidas?
Hard Rock.
Yeah.
They're Hard Rock though.
Hard
branded.
Rock
See that?
Adidas. How do you get Hard Rock
Commercial?
Adidas?
I will bet you these sneakers cost me probably 50 grand.
Is that on the? Is this on the Hard
These
Rock
were-
Bet app?
These were that was an X card invite.
Oh.
Where I got invited.
Oh, were those the
she
custom
got invited
sneakers?
to get custom
Yeah, I forgot.
sneakers.
I was.
So,
we
when we
were
came
supposed
down
to
to
go
see
and we
you-
just never went.
I said, Michael loves expensive sneakers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear my expensive sneakers.
I love it. I love it. That's amazing. I had no idea. Do you guys do the Hard Rock Bet app at all or no?
No.
No.
Oh man,
Pretty
I'm
generous enough. Do you
I'm
think we need
deep
a bet
into
app?
it.
Yeah, we
we're
all-
all deep into
I mean,
it.
isn't that crazy though? I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like you got to draw the line somewhere.
Can I be honest with you? I've had bigger hits on that app than I've had at the
Oh yeah, I
casino.
think last
Yeah, we've
time you
had a
had just
few
hit it
people.
for 25 grand
Yeah.
for the last show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm scared.
I cleared 57,000 in one day on it. It was bonkers.
See, I'm scared because I'll be like,
It's so convenient. Hold on. Before you download it, use my code, please. So we can both get some money here.
I don't know. Like I said, I've thought about it, but then I'm like, nah. My phone consumes me as it is, but just with social media between our business,
Yeah.
and then doing the social media stuff, trying to have fun on this with the gambling stuff. So God, I put a slot app on there. Like, oh my God, I would never
makes
get off
it
the thing.
Too convenient.
Yeah.
because you
That's-
just load money on your card.
Yeah.
and just Apple boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, and it's way too easy.
The only thing I'll say is once you get a host on that app, the
You get a host
stuff
on the
yeah,
app.
the stuff they give you is bonkers.
like, what do you get?
Every sports and concert in the entire state of Florida, tickets to, just by asking. Does not matter. Like
Holy cow!
private events all the time.
I'm not doing it.
And I want to be clear, like
What's your
VIP
code?
private events, like they were doing like a Super Bowl watch party when the Super Bowl was coming through, and there was like a bunch of football players that were going to come there, sign stuff for everyone and things. Free play, like my guy will just be like, "Hey man, I looked at your play last week. I just loaded."
That's crazy.
several
They literally
thousand
have
into your account.
hosts on there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
You know, we knew he went over the threshold when he goes, "Hey guys, I just got an email about an online Hard Rock Bet host," and I'm like, "Oh no, there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money that's
To
been in
clarify
there."
with Tom, I want to say this. 2 o'clock in the morning, and I wasn't checking at 2 in the morning. The next day I saw it. I had an email from Hard Rock Bet from their safety and responsible gaming team to ask me that they told me my account was frozen and I needed to answer questions. And those questions were, 1, am I aware of how much money I'm playing? 2, am I aware of how much time I'm spending in the app? And 3, do I want to put any safeties in place to limit the amount I can gamble? And then 45 minutes after that email, I got introduced to the VIP team and my new host. And it was funny because I had to set up a call with him and I talked to him. And I said, "Hey man, like 45 minutes before your email came through, like the responsible gaming team emailed me to make sure that I'm not like having a problem." And he was like, "Yeah." He goes, we're trying to work on them to understand that the moment you hit the threshold for a host, is the same time you hit the threshold for responsible gaming team to be worried about you. He's like, we really should just disconnect these things.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Whoops.
But my host on Hard Rock is insane. Like he will, he can get rooms when my host at Tampa can't get me a room.
Really?
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
How does the guy at Tampa not be able to get me a room, but the guy in the
Sometimes I wonder if they just don't work hard enough.
maybe.
We have a love-hate relationship sometimes with perks, you know?
Oh,
I don't
understand the
we don't
rooms
really
I get.
ask
I
for
don't.
much.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't want concert tickets. I don't want any of these things. I don't want to go to any of this stuff. 90% of the stuff they offer me just feels like tchotchke crap.
Yep,
I don't want.
yep.
What I want is a really nice room when I go. And
Exactly.
they will give us, my wife and I, the worst rooms sometimes. And they'll just be like, sorry, we're full. But I'll go downstairs and I'll be at a table and I'll hear the guy next to me that has like, he's an icon.
Yeah, I got an icon
and
card in the
I'll be
suite.
like, he'll be like, oh yeah, I'm in a suite. And I'm like, how are you in a suite? And I'm in like 2 beds basically pushed
Because you
together.
win too much money.
That's probably
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. The bigger loser you are, the better benefits you get.
Yeah, and that's the mental thing. That's why I like Vegas more. When we talked on the last show, I like Vegas more because they don't care that I won. They just care that I'm there gambling. And I'm going to lose eventually. It's a numbers game with them.
Yeah.
But they will, I mean, Tom's seen some of the rooms.
100%.
They will put me in the most amazing room. They will give me thousands upon thousands of dollars in free play.
Yeah.
I won't pay for a
Comped
meal.
meals, yeah.
I won't pay for anything charged to the room, nothing. And I'm doing the same gambling as I'm doing in Tampa. And Tampa's like, hey, sorry, we can put you over at Motel 6.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a different level, right? So we go to MGM, Andy Fox, incredible host. He's been there for like 20 some years, right? We get number one, limos picking us up. We get there, he's meeting us up front, walk right into the VIP. I mean, they just hand us our card, no ID, no nothing, puts us on an elevator. We get this, 2-level suite with a patio
Yeah,
that
the terrace
probably
suite.
could fit.
Could have had a
100
party with 100 people on
100
it.
people, just incredible. Then we went to Fontainebleau, same thing. Host was incredible, same type of treatments. And we probably don't spend 10% of the money there that we do at Tampa Hard Rock. It's just Tampa doesn't have to do it. So why spend the money?
It's,
But at the same token, they need to be careful because now that online is available, that you can bet in Florida, a lot of people are going to be doing that more so than going into the facility because they can win more money. And online they can pay more because they don't have the overhead, right? They don't have the staff, they don't have insurance, they don't have, all the other things that go along with it. So
yeah, you're spot on. Going back to, we were talking about Hard Rock being a little like scary and needing to clean up. I wanted to just say one thing. For me, what I think they need to do is like after about 1 a.m. during the week or even some weekends, but I think it pushes out a little, they need to up security because it just, you can literally watch the like predators out there just looking to grab stuff from people. Like you can be like, well, that guy's a thief. That guy's a thief. That guy's a thief.
that's
like,
a hooker. That's a hooker.
That's a hooker. That's a hooker. Yep.
Yeah. With all the AI
nothing.
facial
All right.
recognition.
Wow, Tom.
No,
I was
I'm gonna
waiting-
let that one
I was
simmer.
waiting for that
No,
one, Tom.
no.
Tom loves hookers. Just kidding.
Hookers love him, man.
No, I think it gets like, there's a time where you look around and you go, oh wow, there's a lot less gamblers and a lot more. I've been there where 5 different people came up to ask if I wanted to buy drugs.
Yeah.
Like at like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ, like.
I go into the the little private bathrooms, whatever. You go in there and you can look on the counter and just see residue on the
I
counter.
believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They need to
Just kidding.
work on a little quality versus quantity.
Little swipe.
Yeah. That's what keeps my
smell
going.
that. What is that?
What is this delightful smell? Tastes like Tylenol. Here's the thing. I think that's just what it gets scary. There's a point where I'm like, and sometimes I've got a big ticket or I've got a lot of money in the machine and I notice the same 3 people following me around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh Christ, here we go. And panhandlers too. I had a guy one night come up and he was like, hey man, you got like 5,000 in the machine. And I was like, yep, doing pretty good. And he's like, you think you can give me some money? And I was like, nah, man. He's like, come on, man. Like, just would
I see
not
what
let
you got
up.
there.
And he was just following me around the whole time. And I couldn't find anyone from security. Like
Yep.
nobody to be like, hey, can I get some help here?
Yeah, they used to have like guys walking around.
The crowd
red.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all,
the crowd
all the big
control.
dudes. I mean,
they got rid of them, and then they, for a while, because obviously we're degenerate, we're there all the time. Then they had undercover.
Yeah.
We see them all the time, and it now.
you just. I mean, if the shit ever hit the fan in there, there's
Well, like the other day,
there's
the
not
guy
much.
got beat up, and the security couldn't do it. They're not, the blue coats are not
Yeah.
allowed to do anything.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah.
I was
Sometimes.
saying, you're right though, because I haven't seen the guys. They're used to being yellow when they would walk through.
Blue and
everything.
yellow.
Well, the,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
yellow
yeah.
is still there, but that's like their security out. And they're usually out in the parking lot stuff. But the big, they had red shirts that said crowd specialist or crowd
Yeah.
control.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Typically,
yeah.
most of them were. I mean, they were ready to
Big
go.
guys.
But
I think that if they clean up some of the dress codes, right? So, like a lot of places, you can't wear hats with certain logos. You can't wear this. I mean, at least get rid of the people that are showing their asses walking around the casino because their pants are around their ankles.
Yep.
And I'm not stereotyping anybody, but it's like just make it a little
I'm
bit
just
cloudy.
joking. No, you're spot on. Matter of fact, I want to say the guy that was panhandling, he was a black dude, right? The only way I got out of that situation is I finally, because again, he's following me machine to machine, and he will not leave me alone. Finally, I sat down. And
I would have hit my service light.
well, again, I've had so many bad experiences with
Yeah.
slot attendants not helping
Yeah.
me either. So why? And my thought is, okay, I hit the service light. I'll run through with you, Steve. The attendant comes over and I'm like, hey, this guy won't leave me alone. Then what's he going to do when she walks away? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's going to start a
Yeah.
scene. But like I said, the only way I got out of that is I sat down at a machine. And again, I'm sitting next to another black dude, and that guy's like, come on, Mike, come on, man. And he knows my name because he sees it on the screen.
Yeah.
And the guy looks at me and he's like, hey, man, what is this? And I was like, this dude's been following me around asking for money. He turns around and goes, hey, brother, leave the motherfucker alone, man. Leave him alone. He's not going to give you any goddamn money. He's like, you broke-ass bitch. And then finally that guy got up and like walked away, and I was like, thanks, man. And he's like, good, give me money. And I was like, are you fucking with me? And he's like, yeah, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, not to like I say, not to dog on them guys, but I mean, they need to tighten the ropes around there a little bit. I mean, I'll tell you, one of my pet peeves is damn people living in the parking garage.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and living in the casino.
Yeah.
there's a few people
X card.
in
They
the
live
X car garage.
X-card.
There's a guy who's busted ass cars out there with a plastic side window that's out there all the time, never moves hardly.
Yep.
And he lives in that casino. And I mean, the other night I was leaving and
He might be down on his luck. I mean, you
and
guys,
there was a guy freaking like half methed out in the front seat of a truck. It's like, how can they be letting this stuff go? So, like I
Yeah.
say, we love the place. We're there a lot, but I wish there's a few things they hopefully
could
are
be
going to work
better.
on.
Yeah,
Right?
I think what's tough for me is, you always hear most cities don't want a casino because they like it draws in crime and everything.
Yeah.
So I go to Vegas, and I guess I'm not there long enough to really see it. And I know you guys go downtown. I don't. I need to be at Bellagio or better. You know what I mean? Like, but you don't see it as much. But then Tampa, it is in Tampa, and it's right by the jail. And I think that's why it's almost a magnet for,
Yeah.
people of ill repute, as we'll call them. Couple of things before I know we're running a little. It's a good episode. It's a great episode.
Sorry
One.
to drag it along.
One, we got to do something with our channels. I propose that we do a gambling competition. Tom and I come on.
Yep.
You
All right.
guys, we film this. This is a
Okay.
shared video. And it's Tom and I from Oh Great This Show versus Marina and Steve from Slots Are Us, 0711. We do a competition
Zero.
like what Vegas Matt used to do, where it's us versus you guys, right? We figure out whatever the budget is, whatever you guys want to do.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to go crazy. I don't know if we want to do like, I would say probably not $500. I don't know what you
It needs
guys,
to be more than that.
maybe a little
it needs
bit.
to be more than that.
Let's entice the audience.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe 5,000 each, 2,500 if up to you. I don't.
Okay.
Whatever's crazy.
Numbers are dope.
We
I mean,
figure out the rules for the
5
video.
and 5, 2,500 a person.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
That good?
Yeah.
All right.
And then we do either a timed event, so it's each either 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, as many machines, or we pick maybe Tom picks a machine, I pick a machine. We just play until we decide to quit. We can figure out the rules. I don't want to bore the audience
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
But I think it's winner takes all, though. I think that's what we do.
We do that. We do that, or make it simple. First bonus that hits, that's your stopping
Okay,
point, right?
I'm into
so
that.
if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
if you put your $2,500 in, you hit a bonus for $5. Now you're up $25.05. Well, probably not because the spin probably cost you $50. But then you're done, right? So and then
We'll have to fine tune.
Yeah, we'll fine tune.
yeah,
We'll
we'll
talk
work the
about all the
details.
rules in the video at the beginning, so the audience knows and stuff.
Yeah.
But
They'll
what are you
probably
guys' thoughts
comment,
about
too.
that? Yeah.
I like it.
I love
Yeah,
it too.
maybe
I
the
love
audience-
competition.
The audience can comment too, and maybe give us some good ideas.
Yeah, if anybody below has some ideas, comment. Let us know what you'd like
Or
to see
favorite
us
machine.
do. Yeah, what's
Yeah,
your
what
favorite
machine?
machine, too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys? What's your favorite machine right now, Steve?
the one that's paying.
All right, so what's the answer? There's nothing new that's come out that you're like, ooh, I like that.
Some of the new stuff we've played in Vegas isn't here quite yet.
Yeah, I'll notice that.
Like I say, piggy banking's been doing that did me well in Atlantis. Even
Are you
Thunder
talking
Drums,
about like
which is
old piggy bank?
well. The one we were playing in Atlantis up in the
That's
high
an
limit
old
area.
school.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, right? My favorite one's whatever's paid me
He
lately.
said you get.
I know.
Listen to
Bomberman,
the
did you guys?
question.
Bomberman, I was just
Bomberman's
gonna say.
fun, yeah.
The new look, Konami's got a lot of new games.
Yeah.
They're good stuff. Their graphics, their sounds. Bomberman, and honestly, when we post bonuses from them, that she plays it quite a bit. Their frequency of bonus is pretty good.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because you'll even just
they're
get
a bank-
two and you'll trigger the bonus.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're a bankroll builder a
Yeah.
lot of times if you can get your luck going.
Yeah, I mean,
Bomberman in Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's
don't
some
think I've
penny.
seen
There's
it.
some that start at penny, and then there's some that start over by East Elevators at 5 cent. You know,
Okay. Okay, yeah.
that one will escalate pretty fast. You can get some pretty big bets
Oh
on
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like there's usually if I'm going broke, I'm down to my last couple $100 and I'm not ready to go home. I'm like, I need to go to my games. It's going to be Mo Mummy. Last time I did that, I hit $1,000 on it.
Okay.
I had $100
Okay.
left, and next thing you know, I've got $9,000. And
On
then
penny 375.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Tom, why aren't you hitting?
I know.
this?
Why am I not? That's where I like to play. No, I'm 10 cent D-num guy now.
You are
I'll
10
show you
cent
my
Tom.
skill.
Yeah, 10 cent Tom.
Ooh. 10. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Big
that's
time.
where you got to be at.
Yeah. So Bomberman's a lot of fun. The bonuses can be huge, but it's more about bonuses come around more
It's
frequently.
the frequency of it.
Yeah.
Which
it'll
is
build
nice
the
'cause
bankroll if you get on a hot
it keeps
one.
you going.
Yep.
I love what's the other like Jewel of the Dragon. It's not a new
I love
game.
Dual Dragons. I love
But
it though. I do.
And
love
Dude,
that-
it.
did you see? It's over.
Do you know what the grand
400
is?
grand downstairs in High
Wow.
Limits on a $6 bet.
I
You
had
can
no
hit
idea.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's that one's been going for a long time too. That grand, I called them rooster links, but they're line links that were in high limit.
Yep.
That grand transferred over when they got rid of them and put those piggy bank games there.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah, it
okay.
was. Before we went to the Bahamas, it was like 414 or 417
Yes.
for the grand.
Yeah.
And I love Chica Bonita, but she's been a bitch lately.
I hate Chica
Yeah,
Bonita.
she's
I'm
a bitch.
sorry.
She hooked me
Yeah.
up in Atlantis too.
No, she's a bitch. I'm cutting her off.
Yeah, I'm not. I think lately I'm always a Firelink guy. I
Yeah.
love Firelink. There's something about mentally getting 4 balls versus 6 just seems like it happens.
Seems easier, right?
Yeah,
Seems
yeah,
way
yeah.
easier.
2,500 later. It's like, damn.
Firelink, Dragonlink. I know Tom doesn't like Dragonlink, but some of the new stuff that's coming out. I saw Vegas Matt did they were playing Rampage, which is a new game that's out. That
Is
we
that
don't-
the Monopoly thing?
No,
With the
but
Boston Bill- what
The
is
they did
new-
the Monopoly
Oh.
one. We played that out in Vegas and got destroyed on it. My buddy Matt and I played, and we got destroyed on it.
Really?
Yeah, I was not a fan of it. It's just Mo Money, but Monopoly. But no, Rampage is a new game that's coming out, but it's an old Nintendo game.
Oh, so like with the ape and the dinosaur and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm excited when we get that one. That'll be.
So
a
what's
lot
your
of fun.
favorite?
Like I said, Firelink's number one. I always run to Firelink. I
Yeah.
can't stop.
I did really well in the new version of Firelink too. The one with the
Triple Nova?
Yeah.
I like Triple Nova.
I did really well when we were in Vegas on that one at New York.
Do you guys Dragon Lanterns? Are you familiar with this one? It has the 3 lanterns that go to the top. One's a double. One's
Yeah.
so that game when it first came out, Tom and I loved because
The best.
when you would get the bonus, you would get 8 free
And they would
spins and you
connect.
would hit every time. You're trying to get the balls across the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Now you get the bonus. You won't even get one connection. You can leave a bonus with nothing, $0 more times than not.
Dude, doesn't that stink?
Oh,
Oh, my
yes.
God. Let me tell you a quick funny story. So we're at Fontainebleau, and my typical bets between 10 and 5 to $25, depending how many drinks I've had, right? I get the balls to sit there and do 10 cents, $50 because one of the other influencers was doing it. My first spin, this is on Dragon Links, I frickin' get, the free games or orbs?
Orbs.
I get the orb feature.
Okay.
I jumped.
She's like, yeah.
I mean, I jumped up so high that my bracelet flew off. It's like, what the hell's going on? I
Titties
got it.
fell
I
off.
got it. I didn't get another fucking orb after that.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
see that
Yeah.
a lot.
I'm like,
I have
damn.
been seeing that a lot. The ones Hard Rock. where the escalator is that goes up to the buffet.
Yes.
Behind the escalator, there's a bank of there.
Yep.
I got 3 orb bonuses in a row, just over time.
Yeah.
All 3 of them, I didn't get 1 extra ball drop. All of them
Yeah.
were just the first 6 I got was all I
Yep.
left with. And I
That
was like,
sucks.
what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Phoenix Link? That one can pay.
I do like Phoenix Link. It's just volatile.
Oh,
That's my
baby.
problem.
The double and triple.
But
mini,
I do
minor
love when you
majors.
get a triple. I mean, you're like, oh,
Well, yeah.
crap, 3
Yeah.
majors. Like, yeah, that's amazing. But
I've only gotten double major, I think, on that
Yes.
one.
I don't remember I don't remember his name, what it was called, but last time we were there, we played this machine, and like we hit the bonus, and then it drops like the balls down with the money in there, but you have to. I'm sorry,
that was
it
the
had-
one with the giant panda that looked like
Yeah.
a samurai
Yeah, yeah,
guy.
yeah.
It's dropping massive numbers down.
Huge numbers.
But you don't get them unless you
Unless
fill
you-
the row. So it meant nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it meant
Yeah.
and you
Click-
have to
clickbait.
you have to get so like it drops like a pot with a huge like a major, and then you have to get a ball that drops in and on top of it. So you're like in a bonus, in another bonus, and then like
terrible.
I was in it, and like I hit for like $2.
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
lady next to me hits for like 20, and I was like, oh, that's slightly better. And then he was in it for.
I was doing $50 spins
Yeah.
on it, and I got the bonus. And Tom already knew that I was about to get screwed. But I'm excited. I'm like, Tom, look, the grand's up there. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're not getting it unless
No.
you drop another thing on it. And nothing. It was like, I think $125.
Yeah, it was $125, and you were
I was like, this
1,500
isn't
into the
even
machine.
3 of my bet. Like, this is the worst.
It was
Yeah.
so frustrating.
Yeah, some of those games are just like, how do you have a bonus and you win nothing? Like, it's
Yeah, it
so
should almost be
frustrating.
like a minimum. If you get it on this bet, it's got to pay that. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
very
it's like,
frustrating. But I think that's
you
what
get
they're doing
6
now.
dead
It's like
spins and
they're
like-
like, sure, enjoy a bunch of bonuses, but you're not getting anything on the bonus.
And that's why I really love the Konami games. I think they've stepped their game up. Their bonuses are more frequent. They pay decent. I've never had one where it was a total dud. So I think now that there's more YouTube videos, I think the manufacturers are looking and seeing
Oh, yeah,
what
I
people
agree with
are
you.
watching
Definitely.
and all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff.
I think you're spot
So,
on with that.
Yeah.
To circle back to our competition.
All right, let's go.
Did you guys get an invite for a helicopter?
No, it's only if you lose 10 grand a
Okay.
night.
Well, my host, I think we start the video by helicopter ride out to Hard Rock.
Let's go.
So we'll plan it, and they'll come pick us up. There's a helipad just north of my house.
Oh,
They'll
you got
come-
rid of the house that had the helipad on top?
Yeah, I don't have that one anymore. I just yeah.
Lost part of it in the flood.
Yeah, they'll. It's like it's one street up from my house. The helipad
Okay.
is, so they'll land the helipad there, pick us up, and then they'll take all 4 of us to the casino. And
It fits 3. I'll just drive and meet you there.
no, Tom, you gotta
I'll drive
You
you
can
guys all
sit on my
back.
lap. I got a spot for you.
that was his way of saying,
Tom
I don't
gets
want
to
to
sit on
fly.
Marina's lap.
There it is. There it is.
But yeah, I think we start the thing with the helicopter. Let's do
That
that
would be
'cause
cool.
my host has been on me about it. He's like, dude, use the helicopter. Like, and I was like, all right.
chop,
we'll
chop,
do
chop,
it.
chop, 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 chop.
But listen, I know we're getting near the end of the video. I want to make sure, let me say slots are us 0711. Let's make sure you guys go like, subscribe to the channel, watch the videos,
It'll be
comment.
linked. We'll have it linked.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
put it down
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
below.
yeah.
Comment that you're there from Oh Great This Show so Steve and Marina can see some
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to announce something no one knows about yet. Well, that's not true. Tom knows about it.
Yeah, I know about
David
it.
knows about it. No one really knows. But by the time this video comes up, we should be running. I have officially started a slot channel. So, not to compete with you guys. I want to grow with you. We are going to be a female-based slot channel. I'm partnered up with a very
He's
good friend of mine. Yeah, I'm partnered up with a very good friend of mine, Michaela. Shout out, Michaela. And we are going to put the logo and everything, but it's Young Hot Slots is our channel. We thought the branding was pretty funny.
Yes.
We have an amazing logo. All of the social medias are set up. We have a website, YouTube channel, everything. We're in the beginning stages of getting all our content. We want to have a bunch of content so that we have almost a kind of a vault so that we're not racing to get down there every day
Yeah.
and stuff.
You know, in that said, if we can help you, let us know.
Please.
If you're lacking content, I've got so much content. You know, and that's
We'll
one of the
take Michaela Gambler.
and that's one of the things.
So we'll go with Michaela.
Yeah, no, I'll partner with you guys.
Because
I would love
that's-
to have you. She would love to. But the whole thing is, we're going to have just girls playing.
She's got girls.
Yeah, so that's our big thing because, well, Steve, I like to watch you gamble. I find that many
thank you.
female channels seem to take off a lot more than male.
I fully agree.
You said your most viral clip does not have you in it.
But again, and again, that's why my stalker videos always do well because she's in them and not me. I got a face for radio.
Exactly.
But what I was going to say is, any way we can help, we'll definitely do it. That's one of the things, we're always trying to like other people's and subscribe to them, know. And we always say, a lot of these big slot influencers, they don't want to give you a subscribe. I mean, it's
sucks,
free.
yeah.
They forgot when they were that little guy.
Yeah,
Help everybody. There's plenty
Absolutely.
of space in here for everybody.
We will collaborate a lot both here
we
and
try to
Las
help.
Vegas
Yes.
because one of the things, we got permission at Hard Rock to shoot on the properties. We filled all the paperwork and everything.
we've
But
done.
we also have permission to film at MGM, which is a huge thing. And I don't know if I'm allowed to tell this, but I will anyways because
that's
it's
how I do
easier
it.
to ask for forgiveness than permission. MGM, a lot of people don't know this, is working on a influencer room that will have cameras and everything set up. We will be one of the first people in there. So they will, it sounds like you already know, they're going to shoot everything and give you the raw footage, but it'll have table games in it initially, and they're talking about moving slots into there later.
Yeah.
I love MGM.
And that's one of the things too, even, again, some people probably know, at Fontainebleau, the high limit slot room is here, but you got to go down steps over and back upstairs to go into the card side.
Yeah.
They're knocking the wall out there to connect that so you can go from one to the other as
that's
well.
to make it easier
Yeah.
on influencers. So
And,
Vegas is really good about
I'm trying to think,
influencers.
am I right that Cosmopolitan's making a room too? I'm pretty sure they told us that the last time we were out there.
Oh yeah, Cosmo. I don't know if you.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
Mike loves the Cosmopolitan.
No.
Cosmo's redoing their whole high limit room.
Yeah,
And they're
I
gonna,
am
they're gonna
not.
make,
Listen, I get called gay a lot in the comments. I'm not that gay to like Cosmo. It is like being in a tampon.
But 20's a 20.
Every
dude.
time I go into Cosmo, it's like I'm in a Tampax box.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marina. Sorry,
No.
I apologize.
no apology needed. She's pretty
You
tough.
honestly think
It's
you're
the
going to offend
most
me?
female place ever in my life. If just from the look, the design, everything. Every time I see a bro with like a flat bill being like, "I'm up at Cosmopolitan," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Gay."
Just stop it.
No,
dudes
you know, we enjoy the employees, the staff, the
Gotcha.
our host at Cosmo.
Spit it
But
out.
when it comes to any of the Junior, but when it comes to any of their properties, hands down MGM. It
Yeah.
might be the oldest one, but I think it has the best staff, the greatest host.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
We
Yeah.
typically do well there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one
But
day
you
we're
gotta
going to coordinate and we're going to do a Vegas trip together.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Will you go
I'll
to
get one of these
Fontainebleau?
massive 2-bedroom. No, I hate
No. Will you won't even go to Fontainebleau?
I mean, I'll go
with us?
play, but I won't
just
stay
to-
there.
No, not
Yeah,
to
yeah.
stay. I mean, just to play.
Yeah, I'll go play there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
But I'll get us a massive like 2-bedroom penthouse out there. You guys will do it right. Like
Pimp
we'll
it
do-
up.
Yeah.
Pimp
we'll do
it
the
up.
one that has the elevator inside of
Pimp
it.
it up, baby.
Yeah.
I'll ride
Yeah.
up down that
Gotcha.
thing all day.
Yeah. So anything else, guys? Anything you want to bring up? Anything you want to promote?
About halfway home, we'll remember.
The good thing is we can have you
Third
again
time.
on
Our
third time.
Facebooks, our
So-
Instagram,
Yeah.
all
Everyone
the
loves
normal
having
socials.
you guys on. We love it. We love it.
Yeah, it was great.
I told Tom, and Tom will tell you it's not a bit. I was like, oh God, I'm so excited to do gambling
Yep.
chalk. Like, I just want to talk about gambling.
We
It's
enjoy it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Just, I mean, main thing is stay within your means.
Yes, gamble
Be
responsibly.
responsible.
You hear that,
know,
Mike?
don't-
You hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Little Mike, are you listening?
Stay within your means. That's the main thing,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So it's fun. It can be fun or it can be devastating. I mean, we've known people that we have literally
They've taken all the
seen-
rides.
We've seen them hit millions, and next thing you know, they're freaking piss ass broke.
Yeah. It happens. It's depressing.
Yeah.
And way to leave on a light note. Steve, Marina, thank you so much.
Keep it real.
Oh, great, this show. Like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know some gambling stories.
Don't
If you
forget
got a
Patreon.
question for Steve or Marina, I haven't gotten there yet, Tom. Can you give me a second?
No,
Okay.
because you will forget.
Sign up for the Patreon. You'll get a part of this video, which is only for Patreon
Correct.
subscribers. You will also get giveaways. We got some amazing stuff coming
do.
out. Additionally, and watch this, if you're a fan, you're only going to know at the end. If you're on our $10 tier for Patreon, we are going to give away $1,000 to a local person, or you can fly in. It's up
Yeah.
to you. and you will get to play with Steve and Marina on their channel, right? I assume we'll do a video
Yeah,
for you
yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you got to be a $10 subscriber on our Patreon. We'll do the drawing. It will be announced. Don't worry, we'll promote the hell out of it
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
comes
yeah,
out.
yeah.
So you'll know when that giveaway is coming, which will be pretty soon. Might be July or something, but you got to be a subscriber to Patreon. So go to the link below. At least make sure you're on the giveaway tier.
Yeah. $10
and
or higher, guys.
$10
You could
or
go
higher.
above the $10 tier. It's okay.
But
Won't
like,
hurt you.
subscribe, comment, helps us a lot. We appreciate it. We couldn't be here without you guys. And thank you so much for
Yes,
coming
thank
on.
you guys for coming back.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, thank
and
you guys for
we're
having us.
out.